Good morning, everyone. As you can see, it's not a bad night. It's dry, 8 degrees, actually cloudy, moon out there still. We'll get down to the depot, get loaded up, get on the road, get on with the job. We'll be live till about 8 o'clock, between 8 and half past. So yeah, it's a long old night and a big long live. Marty B, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing, man? Awesome sauce. Great to see you as always, Marty. Turn the heating off. Far too mild. Getting hot already. So we do the mill round in 2 parts today. We'll load the main bit up, and then once we've done that, we go back to the depot, reload, and then we've got the last little hour that I do in Conway before we can finish up completely, and then we get off to the newsagent to do the newspaper rounds. So we'll see what they're chatting by the time we get there. Looks like they're doing stuff on the A55 again. God, they won't leave that road alone. Had a great weekend, thank you, Marty. Mr. Kirk, Secret Agent Man. Mr. Golden Solution, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. Dean's Gaming, good morning. I'm all good in the hood, mate. All good in the hood. Just about to get on with another epic Wednesday. It's an easy day, but it's a longer day because I start an hour earlier. At midnight. Yeah, that seems to be quite a new phrase. Is that an American thing, Marty B? I don't really use that. Just Wednesday to me. Pompous Twit, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. I think what I'll do today as well is I bought a sandwich yesterday and some crisps for my snack from the shop rather than chocolate, and I haven't got an emergency chocolate orange twirl. Robert, good morning, Robert. So I think I'll pinch a couple of yogurts and I'll have a yogurt or two. Yeah, it's just a recent phrase, Marty, that I've only heard recently. It's not a phrase that I use or have used in the past, you know. Right, let's get loaded up. Hey, Bobby Joe. I'll be back in about 10 minutes or so, guys. Right then, we're nearly there. Just need to try and get a toffee yogurt. I'll swap one of my ones for one out of the main fridge, and then we can get crack-a-lacking. Right, sorry about that. Gas back in. Should be getting on with work. About 10 minutes late out the gate, but I don't really give a shit on a Wednesday. Oh, right then, let's have a look at the book, see what we've got. We'll get crack-a-lacking. I've got to have one of these yogurts now. I'm not going to lie, I'm fucking Hank Marvin. I shouldn't be, I ate like a pig yesterday. I had a naughty eating day, which is very, very rare for me these days. Lucky Shamrock, good morning, thank you, buddy. Tilly, no worries, you have a great day, have a good sleep, thanks for your support as always. Anne-Marie, good morning. Chunks, good morning. Eve, good morning. Norma, Janice Lauren, good morning. Misbehaving, good morning. BS Peffy, good morning. Batman J, you gotta watch me deliver milk for about 7 hours, you're gonna love it. And you're going to stay for the whole time. That's what you're going to do, Jay. Right. Let's get crack-a-lacking. Get this show on the road. So it turns out that lad I was talking to, I couldn't get in the fridge. So I said, have you got a key? I just want to switch out a yogurt for a toffee yogurt because I was a toffee yogurt short. Turns out he's been doing this job for 45 years. Knows my dad when my dad used to run the bottling plant in Mogdra. When my dad was the general sales manager before he bought our business. Yeah, so yeah, small world. I was just having a little bit of a chinwag with him about the old days, you know, when milkmen were milkmen and milk rounds were milk rounds. They're not anymore, you know, before the days of plastic poly bottle milk and when it was all glass, you know. But anyway, I'm going to eat me lemon yogurt. We're going to get down to the first customer. I'll get my head down, get crack-a-lacking, and we'll get the job done. So don't forget, guys, double tap that screen for me. As soon as you come in, give it a quick double tap. If that doesn't work, click on the 3 dots at the top right and give me a cheeky little thumbs up. I like to get 100 likes daily if we can. Like and subscribe, help the channel, help live. We're all good in the hood, thank you, Lucky Shamrock. You have a great day, buddy. Sasquatch, good morning, Bigfoot. How you doing, man? Welcome in. I'm just having a little cheeky yogurt on the way to the first customer. The perks of being the boss. I'll tell you what, these lemon yogurts, oh my god, they're lovely. I'm obsessed with lemon at the moment. Lemon yogurts, lemon drizzle cake, lemon curd tarts, lemon curd on toast. Oh, I love it. Love, love, love it. Yeah, I'm a little bit late out of the gate today. About 10 minutes. Not the end of the world. And I'll get a wriggle on. I'll make that time up by the time we finish. And hopefully, we won't be too late on the papers. I can get a good start. Maybe get an early finish. We'll see. I'm usually kind of held to ransom with the newspapers. That it's out of my hands, you know. Be a good 7 hours today, Batman. John Small, good morning. You're in early doors. Welcome in, John. Right, I'm going to quietly finish my yogurt. And then we're going to hit it. Oh, they're so fit. I wish it was a 450 gram one. They're so nice. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. In the words of Haley, I could literally eat myself to death with these. Claythy Clan, Lucky Shamrock. Let me show you. You can get these from your local Asda. These are what I've sold for many, many years. Llaeth y Llan. So if you ever see those in your local shop, buy them because they're fit. Right. I've got to go and deliver 6 to a customer now. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get started. So I've got some new bits coming for the van this week. Got 5 litres of oil. I've got some well, these seat covers. I've got seat covers coming. Yeah, they might do them in Tesco. I don't really shop in Tesco much, Lucky Shamrock, so I don't know, but I know they're definitely in Asda. But we've got some wiper blades coming for the van, seat covers, oil. I've got a charger station coming. I've got a rug doctor, carpet hoover thing coming. I'm still waiting for them to be delivered. And then I'm going to book the van in for a few small jobs. Need a couple of light bulbs replacing, wipers want replacing. I need a new fan belt. I need to get the blower unit that I've got and the resistor replaced. I've got the parts. So yeah, and I need the brakes checking again as well. Anyway, we're going to head to the start point now. The internet's a bit shitty. Bear with the internet. It will break through. It's always ropey for this first bit. But as I say, I'm live for 7 nearly. So right then, let's go. Let's get cracking like it. Get warm. Let's get cracking like it. Get warm. John Smart, I don't really know what you mean by are the yogurts natural. What do you mean? We do a natural flavour, a plain yogurt. But I don't really know what you mean by are they natural? No preservatives. I don't know. I assume so. It's a fresh product. So, I don't know. You'd have to have a look at the ingredients on the side. Simon, good day. Good morning. Welcome in, buddy. Busy day today. Well, a longer day. I've already done an hour. That's the extra hour out of the way, I guess. So we'll be live for about 6.5, 7 hours. Daniel-san, good morning. Welcome in, Daniel. It's not depot time, not yet, Simon. I've only just come out. Is that right, Lucky Shamrock? I don't really watch the rugby. No, John Smart, thank you. Mark Jefferson, I'll throw the back of Airwolf, my man. Won't be long now. day, but it's an easy day. I'll try and make up this 10 minutes that I'm late. I'll have to get a bit of a wriggle on. Right, quick look at the book. We'll get crack-a-lacking. That other strawberry yogurt that I've got is not long for this world because I'm gonna scran it soon, I think. He was a bit of a badass, was good old Evil Knievel. Mark Jefferson, grew up watching him. And I had his gyro motorcycle thing as well. Stunt motorcycle. Me and my brother used to play with that. I'm not sure which one of us got it. I have memories of it, but I don't know which one of us it belonged to. I think it was mine or it was a shared toy. I can't remember. But playing with others and sharing, to be honest. Then again, he was the older brother, so maybe that's why. I don't know. We had them as well, Mark. We used to throw them out the window, out the bedroom window with parachutes on them and try and have like the washing line going down from the window and try and run him down on his one gripping hand. Yeah, we were brutal with our action, men. The gripping hands and eagle eyes. Those were the days. Yeah, we were little fuckers with the action, men. The funny thing is, no genitalia, as there shouldn't be, on toys, but myself and Hayley, we bought this doll a couple of years ago, having a laugh, and we called it Danny, right? And it's like the doll that's in With Nail and I. And I shit you not, we had it on the live ages ago. We did a pub live. We had to cover its modesty and wrap its bottom off in something because it literally had a vagina. Obviously not very detailed, but you could tell by the shape of the plastic. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? What the hell? There's no need for that. You know what I mean? So I don't know whether they make dolls with dicks and balls or not, but yeah, keep the junk out the trunk. We don't need that in toys, thank you. Huzzley, good morning, my man. You have a great day as well, buddy. So yeah, that was a bit weird. On the Danny doll that we've got. If you watch with Nail and I, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a drug dealer that they both know. And he has this doll, this little plastic baby, that he keeps his drugs in the head of it. So, because we like the film with Nail and I went and found a doll and bought it, but yeah. As I say, yeah, that shouldn't be there for me. Shouldn't look like anything, that particular piece of a plastic toy. Leave plastic toys for the adult ladies. Flesh Gordon, how would you know? How do you know what my life entails? Got no life. No one has no life when they work. I've told you before, no such thing as freedom. We're all a slave to the pound, to the dollar, to the money. Yeah, it's a dirty job. Someone's got to do it. You got no answer for me, Flesh? No life, this job. No different to any other job. I just work at a different time of day, that's all. It depends what you consider life. If you consider going out on the piss all the time, that's no life for me, thank you. Never enjoyed that when I was dead young. Boring. If this one will have anything today. So today I'm hoping she doesn't want the yogurts because I want to eat them. No mates, no social life. How do you know whether I've got mates or a social life? You might be talking about yourself, but don't talk for me. I have a great social life and hundreds of friends, thank you very much. If you've got no friends and no social life, that's down to you, not your job. Yeah, my job never stopped me doing anything. My social life meant playing badminton at county level. Got anyone I can call on to play that with if I want to. I was the first division pool captain. Again, I've got my own pool table. Only have to rally up the troops, they'll come round and play. I used to play in the Northwest Counties squash. Got hundreds of people. I could ask for a game of squash. Even the pro's daughter that I used to have the odd game with, and a couple of other people that were European level standard. So yeah, plenty of social life if I want it. And plenty of mates as well, so oops, that's kind of made you look a bit silly. Difference between me and you is, Flesh, I'm working, you're sat alone watching a live. So I would say you probably have a lot more lonely life than me. I've no reason to lie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't tell lies to strangers. I've got a newspaper cutting when I was 1998 North Wales badminton singles champion. I've nothing to prove. Of what I do is going live. I don't have to waste any of my free time, so people don't see me doing any of my hobbies or whatever. They only see me at work. And you get narrow-minded idiots like you that just assume you think you know me, but you don't. You don't know me. You don't know anyone that knows me. And you just assume. So you can think what you want. I'm not really asked. Be like that, well, you'll just end up talking to yourself in my inbox. You know, if you want a bit of banter, excellent. If you want to chat, great. If you're just going to try and attempt to slag me off, bring me down, neg me, and then dispute what I say, then I don't really see much point in conversing. But yeah, I'd say out of the two of us, you're the one that's got no mates and no social life. Remember, you're watching me, not the other way around. When I have my spare time, trust me, I don't waste what. Nope, 6 days, not 7. See, you don't even know how many days a week I work. You're just making shit up. And that's what people do. For what they don't know, they make it up. I work. It's a little side hustle, if you will. We'll get these last two done here, and then we'll get back down to the arse end of town and we'll get that bit done. So I'll show you a little something, Flesh. And I know what you're going to say already, because you're just a predictable moron, one of many morons that I have to speak to, sadly, while I'm working. Not a very nice kind of person. And I know you're going to say, here we go. YouTube, estimated revenue. So yeah, I make a bit of money doing this, unlike you. So don't be jealous of my life. And don't worry about whether I've got a social life or mates. You don't have to worry about me. I'm telling you, I'm fine. And I'm probably doing an awful lot better than you. Nervous. Oh, you're trying everything. It won't work. You're fighting a losing battle. It's a battle you won't win, Flesh. And I'm not nervous, neither. Oh, I love my job, Huzzley. Absolutely love my job. Always have done. You don't do this for 4 decades and not enjoy it, mate. You can't buy that, Huzzley. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people unhappy in work. A lot of people unhappy in life, like Flesh, that don't like to see other people happy. And it makes them want to take a shit on other people. And I pity people like that. I feel sorry for people like Flesh. Because what he's trying to do is criticise me, but all he's doing is describing his own sad existence. Just yet another boring, predictable little hater. Of course I know best. You don't even know me, so anyway, this conversation's finished now. You can talk to yourself in my DMs. No, it's another Muppet waiting for the slaughter, Michael, sadly. Another divot Muppet. Doesn't realise how stupid they sound with what they say. But anyway, Flesh can talk to himself. He can carry on playing with his dick. His little 1-inch chode. Because I'm done talking now. Right, we'll get this one done. We'll bounce into the back end of town and we'll get crack-a-lacking. Right, let me just have a quick juggle, move this round. Can't get Billy Joel's song out of my head. I don't know where I've heard it just lately. I keep getting one song in my head, it gets stuck. Right, quick look at the book and we'll get crack-a-lacking. Alright, let's go. Drop this billabong off. Closed the shop, sold the house, bought a ticket to the West Coast. Maybe I'll do that one day. Now he gives them a stand-up routine in LA. Can't get Billy Joel off my head. Never mind. I'm pretty sure another song will pop in eventually and overtake that one. Right, what time are we? 8 minutes to 5. Yeah, I need to get a wriggle on. We won't be late, but it's not good having a 10-minute deficit when I leave the depot. My fault, I was talking shit in the yard, so... Reminiscing the old days. Come on, let me through. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get crack-a-lacking again. perfect for me today. Perfect. Mild, dry, not a drop of breeze in the air. Right, back up, because it's on N-A-T-E. Excuse me. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't bother me, Hazoli. Work's work. I just work on the different side of the day. It makes no difference to me. I'm not asked. Now, what I do for a living is my normality, basically. I've done this since I was 15 years old. For me, it's more a way of life than a job. You know, it's more something that is part of my routine a little bit more than I get paid for, you know what I mean? It's just I get paid for it as well. It's a lot better, Eve, it really is. You know, I'm working on my own at my own pace, no one to bother me, there's no one about. I love it. It's the best job ever for me. I don't like people. I don't like being around lots of people. People get on my nerves. So the older I've got, the more I've isolated, because I'm less tolerant, you know what I mean, of people. Yeah, exactly that, John Smart. Like anything in life, my job has its pros and cons, you know, everything in life has that. But for me, clearly, it has more pros than cons. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother fucking doing it, would I? You know, there are certain aspects I'd love to change, but I can't. But on the other hand, there are lots of things about my job which are amazing, that negate the negative aspects, you know what I mean? And I'm happy with that. I always have been. I consider myself blessed to have been working solid for 40 years. A lot of people don't even bother working, you know? I couldn't imagine being like that or having that attitude. Work makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I've achieved something. I like to earn my own money, not sponge off other people, you know, pay my own way in life. And I've never financially needed help, obviously, other than buying the house, but then the mortgage is paid now, you know, paid that 2 or 3 years ago. I don't have any debt. I won't refuse to have credit cards. So, you know, life's been good to me. I've been very lucky. Not really that much to complain about. You've had your say, little girl. You're done now. No one's asked. You can talk to yourself. Nobody needs to justify anything to a wank-stained stranger on the internet. So, you've had the light shone on you for 2 seconds. Now the light's been turned off. No one's asked. No one's interested. That must be a nightmare, John Smart. Depending what job. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've been steady for 4 decades. I love it. Wouldn't change a thing. Right, we'll get this little bit done. There is 3 more drops, I think, and then we'll go to the brewing company that I've got to drop off a 2-litre poly bottle, and then we'll go on a little drive, and then I'll turn the camera around briefly, just while we do a little section, and then it'll get turned back. Oh, fox! You're not going to see it, it's legged it. I'm not sure whether it was tangling with a cat or something then, or the fox, but yeah. We see the odd fox, the odd Welsh mountain goat. We've seen them 2 or 3 times just lately. I like it when they come down, they're quite funny. Right, let's get these on the go. Have you not seen the goats yet, Eve? Yeah, the Cashmere, Welsh mountain goats, the Cashmere goats. The problem is, Ian, the goat means the greatest of all time, so you just give your ex-wife a compliment. Backhanded one, albeit. Well, we've seen them a couple of times in the last week. They're often down here by the oval, eating the grass. So your ex-wife was the greatest of all time then, Ian, yeah? Nice accolade. Definitely not. She must have been at one point, Ian. You fucking married her. Man. It's amazing how love can turn to hate. Possibly, Eve, yeah. They'll show up again. It's summertime now, so they'll probably come down off the mountain. Start eating everybody's gardens up. Right, I think I've made up about 5 minutes in time, which is not bad. Right, let's get off to the brewery. You were drunk. No excuse, Ian. No excuse, lad. You must have loved her at some point. I mean, for me, hate's a strong word. I don't really badmouth exes. I don't speak to exes. I've never been a friend with an ex, but I've never fell out. You know, if I have to say hello, I will. If I avoid it, if I can avoid it, I will. But I don't really bump into ex people. You know what I mean? But yeah, hate's a strong word. For me, Eve, if you've still got an emotion, even if it's hate, I don't feel you're over it. You know what I mean? Me, I feel nothing. It's just a part of my life that's now a past part of my life. You know what I mean? I've been wronged. I've been cheated on. Everybody has. You know what I mean? But I don't hate people for it. There's two sides to every story. I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm not saying that it was my fault that they did that. But, you know, there's two sides to every story. Who was it that said for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction? You know what I mean? I don't really have hatred in my heart. I'll be honest, Steve, the only person I could ever be like that with is probably Hayley. If something went wrong, you know what I mean? But we both know for a fact that if we were in close proximity, we would, you know, yeah, you know what had happened. That's a long time, Eve, a long, long time. It's weird how that happens as well, isn't it, Eve? When they become an ex, there's just nothing there no more. You're not interested. You know what I mean? You know, for me, I've lost interest during, let alone when it ended. Yeah, I don't really talk about exes that much because it's not that important to me, you know what I mean? They're just an old part of my life that are no longer part of my life. Dwayne, good man, good morning from Tennessee, yeehaw! Welcome in, buddy. You know what, I think I'm gonna have that other yogurt. I've got 2 extra ones now because that customer, she did cancel her yogurts today, so I've got an extra black cherry. I've got a strawberry one, which is what I brought, and we've got a mango and passion fruit, but I'm gonna nail this strawberry one. I wouldn't say I'm grateful, Hasoli, although one did give me 2 children. They're grown-ups now, but it's just part of your past, isn't it? Mark Hamilton, my man, good morning. I'm all good in the hood, Dwayne. How you doing, buddy? Just put my seatbelt on and whiz the lid off this yogurt. Are you with benefits, Eve? Because that's kind of what I was saying about me and Hayley. If we were just mates, we would still end up doing stuff. That part of me and Hayley is leagues ahead of any other thing that I've dealt with, shall we say. Not at all. But me and Hayley are that close that even if things did go wrong, it wouldn't be any infidelity. It would just break down if that was to happen. But we both still want each other in each other's lives because we're best mates as well. You know what I mean? So it's a tough one, that. You're probably right on there, Hazoli. You're definitely right on there, mate. Oh, so your mates because it benefits you, Eve. So I'm teasing you. Don't fall for the bait. No, don't, Ian. Don't believe Benny Hill, mate. The stereotype about milkmen, trust me, it does not exist. Firstly, I wouldn't be interested in doing that. Secondly, I wouldn't have the time. Even now, you know, I've got work to get on with. The last thing I want to do is stop off for a bit of that. The only time that's ever happened is with Hayley when I've gone home. And we've had a little bit of a cuddle, and then I've gone back out. Yeah, you're right, Eve, it does. It does. What's that, John? What happened? Well, that's not a milkman, Ian. And if you're going to tell me you were shagging customers, I won't be impressed. I'll be disappointed. It's unprofessional, it's dirty, and you don't shit on your own doorstep. But yeah, the stereotype about milkmen, it doesn't exist. That's kind of how I am, Pasoli. You know, you're upset, you're angry, you're hurt at the time, but time is a healer. It definitely is, you know, but I don't have hatred in my heart. I don't hate anybody. Well, that's good, John, if you can make it work that way. There are some people in the world that just can't find it in their heart to let go and, you know what I mean, stop hating and allowing things like that to dominate their mind a little bit. Just let it go. That's how I am. And certainly if I'm not in the wrong, I won't chase anybody. There's never been an incident where a drunk text, a drunk phone call, a drunk calling round the house, writing the letter, or any of that bollocks. I don't do that. Once it's done, it's done, as far as I'm concerned. He was a slag, Ian Ward. Wow. You don't really advertise yourself very well, mate, are you? Well, I'm not. I'm not promiscuous. I don't like it. I never have been. People that come in and try and nag and criticise. But the human nature is telling me that they're like that. You know what I mean? Not in the male species, Eve, I don't think. I don't think we even have hormones. The hormones you speak of are female. Hayley will tell you women are the worst fuckers to date. You forget that Hayley's sexual. She has dated women and men. Hayley falls in love with a person. It doesn't matter to her what they are, right? And she says the worst people are women. They're hard work. And she says, I feel sorry for men because women are hard work. And she is a fucking woman, you know. I'll be honest, Ian, I can't tell whether you're joking or being serious. If you're being serious, you know, you're making men sound like dickheads, and sadly we all get tarred with that brush when people like you say things like that and mean it. You know what I mean? Is that right, Eve? Thank God for that, Ian. I hate nothing more than when women generalise and, oh, well, you men are the same. You're only after one thing. If we weren't after it, we'd be criticised. You can't fucking win. Can't stand women that try to make you feel like you're some kind of weirdo because you want to do something that's fun and natural, you know what I mean? If you paid your woman no mind and didn't want to fuck her at all, I'm sure there'd be a problem, and she'd soon be tripping and landing on someone else's dick. Right, I'm still forecasting about. I should be hurrying up. I'm sat here eating a fucking yogurt at 2 o'clock in the morning. Right, we'll have a quick look at the boot. We'll turn the camera around and we'll get crack-a-lacking. Let's have a look, hang on. What day are we? Wednesday. Kevin K, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. I'll turn the camera around briefly. We'll keep it looking this way for about 10 minutes or so, just while I get this bit finished, and then we'll whiz it back round. let's get crack-a-lacking. Don't forget to double tap that screen, guys. Like and subscribe. Where can I... There. Like and subscribe. There. Help the channel, help the live. Come on, let's go. I'd love to know what happens when the chat goes quiet. It's like everyone's chatty, then bam, it just stops for no apparent reason. You know, we were getting all deep there with relationships, whether you stay friends with exes and friends with benefits and whatnot, and then bam, everyone just stops talking. What happens? Where do you all go? Are you all having a little meeting? Have you all got a chat group behind my back? You're all chatting away in. Everyone must have done it, Eve, at the same time. You've been cheating on me, John. Oh no! What am I going to do? Oh, don't try and stay awake on my account, Anne. You fall asleep if you need to, Anne-Marie. I think a lot of people do, Eve. It's on as background for company or what have you. You know what I mean? Especially when I used to have the music on. It was like having the radio on, you know. J-Mac, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. I'm all good in the hood, my man. All good in the hood. Thank you, J-Mac. Right, I think we've got 3 more drops up here, and then we'll get out and I'll turn the camera around. Darren Higginson, good morning, welcome in, my man. Right, we'll get these 2 done and we'll get out of here. Now, the mud pit that I was talking to earlier that was boring, predictable, and as always, didn't matter what I said, would always disagree or whatever. One of his last statements was basically slagging me off, slagging me job off. So you make 120 a shift and you know, you do the papers to bump up, see it's a shit job. And then he messaged saying the truth hurts, right? And I blanked him. What the idiot doesn't realise, 120 a shift times by 6 is £720. So by his reckoning, on the milk, I earn nearly £2,900 a month, and then over £1,000 for the paper. So I earn nearly £4,000 a month. And he's telling me I've got a shit job, and also said the truth hurts. So he's basically told me I earn a lot of fucking money doing a shit job, and the truth hurts. So this is the kind of lack of intelligence you're dealing with that kind of species of human. You know, doesn't have any adult debating skills, just goes, no you're not, no it's a shit job, truth hurts, no you don't, you've got no life, I don't believe you. You know what I mean? Dickhead. Just another sad, lonely, judgmental arsehole. People make me laugh, Darren. They're so predictable. I'm good with human nature. I know, you know, the reasons why people talk like they do. You know what I mean? And a nice, normal human wouldn't necessarily feel the need to come on alive and just try and take a shit on someone. There's something deep-seatedly wrong in their life to make them want to hate on a complete stranger for no reason. Yeah. Same old boring shit, Darren. Just can't stand to see someone doing well in life, someone enjoying themselves, you know, someone giving out good content, doing better than they're doing. So all they want to do is judge and criticize, you know what I mean? And then has the cheek to say the truth hurts. Doesn't know me, never been in my industry, doesn't know anything about my life, but claims to know me in terms of I've got no mates, no social life, it's a shit job. Not knowing I'm self-employed. Neither. But there you go. Them's the kind of bells we deal with. I just find it funny. I with people like that, to be honest with you, it's pointless going on with them, because it doesn't matter what you say, you'll never appease them. They don't have any grown-up debating skills. They'll just disagree with you no matter what you say, you know. It is really, Eve, but that's like I say, it's the verbal abuse I have to put up with every day just for going live, you know, and sharing my life with people. This is what you have to put up with. There's no protection for you. Exactly, Hazoli, but you're dealing with very small-minded, low IQ people when you're live. Sadly, it's a sad part of what you have to put up with as someone that goes live every day. I know, Darren. One thing that going live has taught me is that there's a lot more nasty people in the world than you realise. And I think their true self comes out with the way they behave, or the way they'd like to behave in real life when they're, you know, when they're commenting on lives. It's sad. But yeah, when it gets to someone like that, you know, tells you about you, but then when you explain who you are, they won't have it. You're wasting your breath. You're dealing with a 2-year-old. Like I say, no vocabulary, no debating skills, no brain, just a brain dead dickhead. Who's this here? I see people. Thankfully, they're walking the opposite way, so that's not bad. Yeah, out of nowhere, Eve, to a complete stranger. Imagine that in real life. You know, it wouldn't happen. You know that. All the time, Mr. Jefferson. Exactly, Hasoli. It's just sad that when someone says that to you and you explain yourself and say, well, actually, this is what my life's like. No, it's not. No, it's not. Your job's shit. Your life's shit. You know what I mean? Just closed-minded, unintelligent 2-year-old. That's why I couldn't be arsed arguing. Well, it wasn't even arguing. I was trying to debate, but you can't debate with someone that's closed-minded, can't see both ends of the story, and doesn't believe what you tell them. I've got no reason to lie. I don't come on here being a big head saying that my life's this, my life's that, you know. Exactly, Eve. Exactly that. And again, as well, another reason why I don't go on is because I don't have to justify my way of life to anybody. You can think what you want about me, my life, whatever, but I don't have to justify fuck all to anyone. I don't even have to go live if I don't want to, you know. But I love my life. I've got a great life. Exactly, Eve. Correct, Hazoli. Correct. Like I say, the psychology of it is that the people that behave like that, you know that they're not happy in their life. That's why they're trying to project that on you, and they can't stand it that you're happy. And it's like they're trying to auto-suggest that you're not, you know, and trying to convince you that you're not and that your life's shit. But I've got a great life. I love my life. Valerie, call on me, come and see me. I'm the same pleb I've always been. Valerie, good morning. JLB, good morning. Stacy, you mean life's too short to not be happy, you mean? I think you've got that the wrong way around, mate. Hey, Steph, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. I'm all good in the hood. How you doing, man? Let's just see what this note says. Hang on. There's money here as well. Oh, that one off is paid. Yeah, don't worry about it, Steph. Don't worry, buddy. I'm only the punctuation police when someone says something funny with a typo, or the spelling police, or the euphemism police. Sorry. Mr. Oxlong, Mike, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. That's all right, Steph. I'll be honest, I don't really know what you're talking about. It's cryptic in what they say, and I don't always get what they mean. Because obviously what's going on in their head's not going on in mine. I'm busy thinking of milk and shit, you know what I mean? And eggs and delivering. I suppose what I'm saying is my mind's preoccupied. Right, quick look at the boot. We'll get crack-a-lacking again. Right, let's go. I don't know, Eve. I've never had a job understanding Stephanie before. I don't know whether she had a beer. But yeah, I don't really know what you're trying to say, Steph. Maybe just chill out a bit and watch for a little while. Exactly, Husoli. Wise words, mate. Wise words. It's always funny how people that are judgmental about what I do for a living have no idea about my industry or what it takes to do my job. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm judged. And my job's judged. Your job's shit. You've got no life. You've got no mates. You don't even know me, so why do you presume to think that you know that? Darren Wallace, you work that out for yourself. I've done this for 40 years, so yeah, you can answer that question yourself, buddy. I won't really talk about my earnings. And I'm self-employed. I don't work for someone, I'm self-employed. Darren and Stephanie, neither of you are making any sense. I've no idea what you're talking about. And you, Abe, again, we've got 3 people that are just talking gibberish. Maybe just chill out, just watch the live, don't comment, guys. Yeah, I don't know what they're on about, Eve, I really don't. P, good morning, welcome in, buddy. Chingy boys, my man, I'm all good in the hood. How you doing, bud? Well, what you're saying is not making any sense, Stephanie, and I don't know how else you expect me to see it. I don't understand what you're trying to say. So if you're struggling with the keyboard, just chill out and listen to the live, mate. You're not afraid to comment, Michael. Yeah, again, I get the feeling, Stephanie, you're talking your thoughts out loud, and I've no idea what you're babbling about. Sorry. What's that on the road there, crawling around? Oh, bit of rubbish. Alright, bye Stephanie. I can't play music anymore, P. We are monetized now, so I can't play music. Now, I've not blocked Stephanie or hid her from the channel. I've just timed out for 24 hours. She's had enough chances now. I've said you're talking shit, I can't understand you, just chill out. And she keeps badgering the live with nonsense, so I've put her in timeout. I have enough to do without dealing with that. Oh, can't be arsed. Eve. It is what it is, P. I don't mind. You get used to it, mate. I just talk more, and people talk more all night, so that suits me better. I do miss the music from time to time, but generally I'm not really that bothered. Plus, you know, I've made a few pounds. Now I'm monetized, so happy days. I wouldn't say it was off the wall crazy, Eve, but for it to keep happening with every message, it tells me that either, number one, it's no accident, or number two, potentially alcohol, and I can't be arsed dealing with that all night. So yeah, we're starting to make a couple of pounds a day now, Pete. As I say, I've put her in timeout. I haven't blocked her. She didn't do anything bad. Just, I can't be arsed with a fucking screen full of gibberish. Possibly, Michael, but I have a feeling Stephanie's in her 70s, or she said she was 80 or something. I think she's an older lady. So, you know, I don't want to be a shitbag with her. But I can't have that in the chat all night. It's just fucking stupid. So Eve, I think she said she said her age, but as I say, I don't want that in the chat all night, you know, and having to put up with it. And so yeah, I just put her in time out. She can come back tomorrow, maybe when she's feeling a bit better, or when she's a bit more coherent, shall we say, for whatever reason. Thank you, Snoopy. I feel like having another yogurt. I'm still hungry. I've no right to be hungry after the amount I ate yesterday. I was naughty. Let's go. So we get these couple done, and then we're about to go to the block of flats, and I'll just leave you outside for 3 or 4 minutes just while I bounce in and get them done. And you, Snoopy, and thank you for your support as always. Thank you, Snoopy. Oh, man. Right, let's get this one done and get out of Dodge, because the internet is dog shit in this area. we'll do this next one, and then I'm going to bounce into the flats. We'll get those 3 or 4 customers done. And you guys can wait in the van while I'm in there. David Ewan, my man, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. Right then, we'll leave you in the van for about 4 minutes. We'll bounce in here, get these customers done, and I will be back in a roly-mo. Yo, 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 we're back. We have lulls in the chat, Anne-Marie. It's a bit frustrating, but obviously when I'm not in the van, I understand why people don't talk. But anyway, we continue. Right then, we continue. Let's go. Nice chilled out night tonight. The sea is like a mill pond. There isn't one drop of breeze in the air at all today. It's nice, it's lovely. Could be in for a nice day. Samir Ahmed, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. Those bloody customers again, because I do things a bit differently. I'll have to go back. Righty guys, double tap that screen for me, like and subscribe. Help the channel, help the live. We're up to 52 likes now. We're still going to be on for another 5 hours nearly, so Hopefully we'll hit the triple digits again today. I like to get 100 likes every morning if I can. Beth Matthews, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. Right then, onward, Macduff. Still got a moon up there, still quite a big one as well. Patchy cloud. Nice and mild, perfect for my job. Proper spring day today. But then of course we are in March now, so I think maybe we've seen the last of the cold weather, fingers crossed. And the art of conversation is just fucking dead, isn't it? The amount of people that will just come on and say one word and expect me to converse with them. I can't be asked. I'll put as much effort into conversing with people that say one word as the effort they put in talking to me. And saying hi after it, yeah, kind of not going to help your cause. I can't be asked. If you can't be asked typing a sentence out, I can't be asked talking back to you. End of story. I'm not in the mood today. Is that how you talk to a stranger on the street? If you walked into a shop to be served, you'd just say one word to them. I hate bad manners. It does my head in. No need. I just can't be arsed dealing with one-word comments, John Smart. I've told people many times before, I'll give the energy back that people give to me. So when someone comes on, they're negative, they're nasty, I'm negative and nasty back. When someone can't be arsed to do the bare minimum of typing out a polite sentence, then I can't be asked to give them a shout out or talk back. It's a simple exchange between two humans that 9 times out of 10, the opposing human fucks up before we even get going. Well, that's it, John. A statement was made with one word. That's not a conversation. So it is what it is. Don't get me wrong, I love giving people shout outs, but I'm not in the mood today to suffer fools. We'll see if I last to the end of the morning with the live, because I'm not in the mood, full stop. I am a little bit, John. I'm just going to take some painkillers. I'm not in massive pain, but it's there. They'll pep me up a little bit. I just feel a bit lethargic today. All right, that's that done. I messed my routine up yesterday. I couldn't sleep. I got up after about an hour. I went downstairs to Haley. I was up until about 2:30 in the afternoon. And that's when I decided to get my sleep. I had about 4 hours before I got up. And then obviously I was back in bed for about 10:30. So I'm just a little bit flat, a little bit tired and lethargic this morning, so. What happens is when the chat's quiet, it kind of exacerbates that a little bit for me. When you're all quiet, you know, then I'll go quiet. I can't be arsed chatting shit all the way around anymore. Just trying to appease people that are sitting there, you know. But in terms of energy for the job, I'm full of energy, you know, physically. It's mental energy I'd say I'm low on today. Yeah, it's rubbish, Eve. It can drive you insane, you know what I mean? A lack of sleep. I mean, I guess I just about get enough, but it is frustrating. Rubbish. But at least you can go asleep when you want, Eve, you know what I mean? I have to go at set times and it's tedious. Sleep deprivation, yeah, I know, yeah. John Smart. It can, you know, the human body or the human mind is not designed to stay awake. You force someone to stay awake, they can go mad, and there's all sorts of connotations if you do that to people. I don't think I'm quite that bad. Yeah, I'm just a little bit flat today. Plenty of go in me. I'll get the job done, but I'm just a little bit there. Lynn, Private Pandolf, reporting for duty. 10 hut. Good morning, Lynn. Oh, tell me about it, Eve. We're all good in the hood, thank you, Lynn. Right, let's go. Get this one done. I'll have a quick look in the boot. I'm assuming the road will still be closed, so we'll probably have to go a different way for one customer. Yeah, the birdies are tweeting. The dawn chorus is beginning, Eve. Right, let's have a look at the book. We can get crack-a-lacking again. Right, let's go. Like I say, if you can sleep anytime you want, you've got no agenda, you're retired, aren't you? You don't work. It's annoying that the routine of work forces you to have to live in a certain pattern, you know. We don't really make plans, Darren, to be honest. Although we were talking about something last night. See if this road's closed. Oh, I thought you didn't work, Eve. Sorry, I thought you were retired or you didn't work. I don't know what you do, to be honest. Never really talked about it, I guess. Yeah, the road's still closed, look. Right, we'll go around the other way. Pretty much, Darren. We like to not make plans because generally by the time we get to that time we'll change our mind. So we stop making plans. Ah, right, so you work from home. Is that flexi hours, flexi time, Eve? Oh, that sounds good then, Eve. Ah, you've been replaced, Darren, by a younger model. Right, got you. So he's chief cook and bottle washer then. I bet you were, Darren. Yeah, you'll have to tell him to go and ask somebody for a long wait and shit like that. Well, let's see if he can handle it, Darren, eh? Big Alza, good morning. How are you, buddy? I'm all good in the hood, my man. All good in the hood. Now, when I finish down here, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna end the live. You'll soon know whether he's good for the job or not, Darren, I'm sure. Buddy, awesome sauce, big ass. Great to see you as always, buddy. So I'm going to get down here done, and then I'm going to bounce home for a minute. And I'll restart the live when I've been home. Thank you, Big Al. Exactly, Darren. Home, end the live, then I'll restart when I come back out. It's beautiful, Darren. Nice big moon, patchy clear sky. It's mild, 9 degrees. And I'm reversing up the wrong drive, I think. Yeah, I always do this. I miss my visual marker and I end up on the wrong fucking drive. Alright, hang on. Alright, here we go. Going mad. I'm looling it. I'm looling it. Fingers crossed you don't have any call-outs tonight, Darren. You have a nice peaceful night. You can chill out with me on the live. I don't get out of breath, John. Haley will tell you that. I'm not going home for that. Dun, dun. I had that yesterday afternoon, thank you. I bet you do, Darren. I wish I could... I wish part of my job was sitting still, but it's not, sadly. Good lad, Darren, good lad. You'll keep the live going for me with all the chatting. Hey, Widgie, my man, good morning. We're all good in the hood. How you doing, my man? No. Howdy doody. Billiards? What, actual billiards, Widge? Or do you mean snooker? Pool? Billiards is a different game. There's no pockets in billiards. There's 2 whites and a red. And no pockets. Pool, got ya. We've only had 1 plant pot on today so far, Darren, and he was a waste of my breath. We soon put him in the DMs or put chat and shit, and then when she went quiet, I just put to like a pubic hair. You'll have to watch the live back, Darren. I didn't even go at it, to be honest. Couldn't be asked. Right, let's get this last one done here, and then I'm going to go home for a minute, and I'll restart the live once I come out of the house. realise, Darren, when people say to me, oh, don't worry about the haters, ignore the haters. I hate it when people say that. There's a reason that I don't ignore them. I use them for content. It helps me make content while I'm live, you know what I mean? So that's why I always bother with them. Otherwise, I'd just ignore them. But that'd be boring, because you all like to see me kick off. I'd say the majority of the time you're probably right, Darren. Dancat, good morning. But it's easy for people to sit there and go, oh, ignore the haters, ignore the trolls, don't let them get to you. Well, I don't. And I don't need advice. It's funny because the people that always say that, they've no experience of going live or what it's like. So I have to handle people like that on a daily basis, you know what I mean? But I do. But then I just use them for content. It's a bit of fun for me. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end the live now. I'm just going home for a minute. And then we'll get crack-a-lacking again in about 10, 15 minutes maybe. And I'll come back live and then we'll be on for the rest of the morning. So big love for the TikTok Milkman tonight. But as always, it's time for TTM and I to say, TTM and I, douche, out. Take care, guys. Big love. And I'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes. Go get the kettle on, make a round of toast. And then we'll get going again up in the hills. Take care. I'll be back.